Are you being audited? And do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Save gas, save time, save money. Save-A-Lot, the name says it all. Locally owned and operated, Save-A-Lot of Tracy City promotes shopping locally on the mountain. Come check out the clean, organized store where hometown folks like you save with weekly specials from the weekly shopper. Experienced employees choose our products very carefully and keep a large selection of fresh produce and fruit stocked, offering you the best deals for the best possible quality. With a primetime butcher on staff, expect fresh meat cut and packaged on location, or request your favorite cuts while shopping name brands and Save-A-Lot brands in our frozen food sections, and fresh milk and dairy products always up to date. Friendly, helpful faces are on staff for any requests and questions you may have. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stay on the mountain. Shop at your locally owned Save-A-Lot. The name says it all.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
Morning, everyone. Happy Monday. And here is my sunshine, Amanda Wiseman. We could solve all the problems of the world.
I mean, we got some good ideas.
Now, there's a couple of things here we're going to talk about. First and foremost, let's just get this out of the way. Amanda decided to run for office.
Yes, for Cowan City Council.
Oh, my God. I was trying to give her a pep talk about it. Don't worry, everyone will hate you at some point.
Ooh, boy, I know that feeling already.
What in the world? Why did you decide to get into the fray?
Well, so of all of our city council members that are currently serving, none of them have a small business in Cowan. So I feel like someone needs to be there to be a voice for the small businesses, because we need a lot of help in Cowan. We need a lot. We need more open doors.
Well, it's super cute. I mean, it has gone from, because I spent all my summers in Cowan, and it's gone through a dead town, you know, when the cement plant and the factory closed, and then now it's pretty and it's just popping up. You were involved in that.
Well, everybody is working hard to make Cowan better, and we got a little slogan, making Cowan great again.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. But there's a great group of business owners now there. Everybody is working together, supporting each other. You know, you'll see Prissy and Judd's share a Soul Shop Facebook post to help promote, her neighbor, or, I'll share their post on Valley Vintage page. So we've got a lot of great business owners that are willing to work together and willing to really help each other. So
You
That's
just said,
important.
I'm just gonna jump in there and do that.
Yeah.
You always are asked, what do you want to do when you get in?
Ooh. Well, my desire is to see every commercial building with an open sign in it. I would love to see foot traffic increase. I would love to see tourism. We need a lot more people to come to Cowan and see all the wonderful things that we have to offer. And the more you come, the more things there'll be in the future, you know?
True story. We were talking off camera about the fabulous Mountain Goat Trail, which has been such a journey.
Yes, it has.
Such a journey. I remember the first, I think it was in the 90s, an Eagle Scout, Ian Prunty, did the first grant from, I think, St. Andrews to Sewanee.
Yeah.
And then I was a part of the chamber when that was active to do the grant for the second phase, which was St. Andrews to Monteagle. And now we're at inking the deal on 40 miles. And Cowan finally came through. That's huge. What do y'all think about that?
I'm so excited about it. I'm trying to rally the troops and get everybody on board and be excited about it. And I have to say a huge thank you to Tracy City's Mayor, Stacy Hutchison, for coming to Cowan City Council workshop in June and talking to our city council members and just sharing her story of how her mind was changed about the Mountain Goat Trail and how that she has witnessed firsthand how the opportunities and the positives far outweigh any possible negatives. So thank you so much, Stacy, for taking time to do that.
Well, everyone was hating on the Mountain Goat Trail, and it takes true visionaries to keep on keeping on because everyone is now realizing, wow, how fun is that? And all of Tennessee is doing this Bike Tennessee program. They're putting a lot of effort into that. Tourism is huge. So having a 40-mile trail in our backyard, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. Most of the Cowan business owners are very excited about it. They see the potential in it. We formed a committee to make plans on how we want to see the trail come, because right now the trail is going to stop at the intersection of Slagtown and Tennessee Avenue.
Okay.
So what Patrick Dean asked us to do is, come up with a vision of how we want to see it come from Tennessee Avenue into town.
Okay, yeah, because that's super important so that people can stop at the businesses and make sure that they spend money while they're there.
Well, the big thing is there's not parking there at that, what would be the trailhead if it's left there. So that neighborhood is going to be pretty upset if there's going to be congestion and traffic and all of that. So if we go ahead and make a plan now to bring it on into town where we have good parking and provide, nice, safe, lighted parking, then we will curb, hopefully, some of those complaints.
That's a really good point. Everyone forgets about parking until it happens, and you're having an event. You're like,
where are we going to put them?
Where are we going to put all those? Where's that parking?
Yes, that's the biggest.
Where's those bathrooms?
That's the biggest challenge for the Fall Heritage Festival is parking.
I love the Fall Heritage Festival. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's just around the corner, September the 17th, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the third weekend in September.
I got my fabulous Tennessee cow purse from there.
Oh, yay.
Favorite purse ever. All right, so parking, Cowan. What other, you've got that Darling Hotel there, restaurants. It seems like they have everything.
Yes. Well, Roger Morgan come down from Monteagle.
We were sad.
We were happy.
We were sad.
We were happy. He's done a great job with that location, and Audrey has actually opened her own store.
Did she really?
Yes. It's called Cowan Mercantile, and it is the most adorable shop ever. She has every neat old candy that like nostalgic candies. She's even got candy cigarettes and Little kids in Cowan love
I think
that.
that's hilarious.
It
Eric
is.
would love that.
Well, I got my favorite T-shirt there.
Okay.
It says local in Cowan, Tennessee, and like I wear it all the time. So
Oh, is that
yeah.
where the ice cream shop was?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Anything else you want to talk about Cowan? Because we've got something else to talk about.
I want to say a huge thank you to Richard Hunt. You know, he's stepped up and been interim mayor for the last almost 2 years, and he's gotten a lot of grants. He got City Hall painted for free.
Wow.
Got some landscaping done for free. It's not hard. You know, you have not because you ask not. So, and Richard is really good at asking for things, and so I just want to say how proud I am of him for loving on Cowan. And part of that beautification is he had all the curbs painted yellow. You know that. What a difference that made.
It's weird. Paint is an amazing thing.
It really is. It hides a multitude of sins, doesn't it?
Well, what is the layout? When is election and who's running for what?
Okay, election is August the 7th.
Okay.
It's on a Thursday. So,
Early voting starts when?
but now I think
If not, it's
I don't
around the
know.
corner. I want to
Yeah.
say it's 4 weeks.
I'm almost positive that Cookie told me that early voting had already started. Yeah.
Okay.
So if it hadn't, it's coming
It's-
up real
yeah,
close.
right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
all right.
yes.
So early voting. All right. In Cowan, where's the precinct at? Where do you vote at?
Oh, at Cowan Elementary School.
All right. So Cowan Elementary School. Do you know the early voting hours by any chance?
It's regular office hours
Right,
for
okay.
the election commission.
Okay, that's
so
right.
yes, you early vote at the Franklin County Election Commission. So it's 8 to 4:30.
Okay. Where's that at?
Dinosaur Boulevard at the old high school.
Oh yeah. Okay. So early voting now, and then who's running for city council?
Okay, so we have 3 seats open for city council, and we have 4 folks running.
Ooh, someone's gonna be voted off the island.
I know, it's going to be a real race.
Competition is good.
We've not
Competition is
had that in a
good.
while, so I'm really happy and thankful that we've got so many people running.
Mm-hmm.
So Brandy Speck is running to keep her seat.
Okay.
Ben Merrill is running to keep his seat.
He was appointed, was he not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he was appointed just
All right.
recently. So, but he served on city council before, and he's on planning and zoning. So, he's
You
got
guys
a.
have planning and zoning in Cowan?
We sure do.
Wow.
We sure do.
How's that working?
I think it's a wonderful thing. I think it's there's a good group of people on it, and they make really good decisions. And so far, I've not noticed any problems.
Wow, that's
Not
good because
headaches.
Grundy's down that path because we're like a free for all in Grundy County, and sometimes that's not always good. So
Yeah.
we're dipping the toe in it.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
there's some pretty strict regulations on planning and zoning, like having 2 rows of trees in between a commercial building and a residential.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay, good.
it keeps things buttoned up.
All right, so he's on the planning and zoning, and then who else?
So there's Kim Shelton's seat. She's not running again.
She's not running again.
So I'm hoping to take her seat.
Do you run on seats like you want? Is there like seat 1? Seat
There's
2?
3 open and just the top 3
3.
votes.
Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
And then Jackie Cagle is running also.
Okay.
And Jackie used to work at the post office in Cowan,
Mm-hmm.
and she also owns Pawpaw's restaurant.
Oh, I love Papa's.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So she's going to be a champion for small business too. So I don't think Cowan will lose no matter how the vote goes.
Okay, well that's positive because you guys are funded property. Do you guys have a city property tax?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
have a city property tax, sales tax funds you.
We
you
got a
have
hotel tax.
You got hotel tax.
Yeah.
So you've got some. Yeah, you do have short-term rentals in Cowan.
Yeah.
Okay, and where else do you get funds in Cowan?
Well, you know what? I don't know.
That's okay. You're not alone.
Well,
but
so
business is a big
that
thing.
right there is exactly why that I did not put my hat in to run for mayor, because I know that I don't have the experience or the knowledge to run for mayor yet.
There's a lot involved.
Man, it's crazy. You have to have such a thick skin, and you can't take it personal, and it's not about what you want. You have to totally check your ego at the door. You have to really put your feelings aside.
It's tough, man. People can be brutal.
They can be. It's you're basically signing up to be the complaint department.
You experienced that with Mark.
Yeah,
Like,
you
man,
know,
everybody just all they do is complain. Where's the good stuff?
whoo, you let one blade of grass grow up in the middle of a street, and you're gonna get phone calls for days.
Sorry. All right, but speaking of Richard Mayor Hunt, he's got some competition this time around.
Yes, he does.
All right, who's
Yes,
running
he
for
does.
mayor slot?
So Richard's running to keep his spots, and then we have Stephanie Sweeten
Okay.
is running.
Stephanie, why do I know that name?
She's married to Paul Sweeten.
Police officer.
Yes.
Yes.
Preacher.
Yes.
He used to be
Okay.
a police officer up here.
Okay.
He's assistant chief in Cowan now.
Okay.
And she's managing the Dollar General in Cowan.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and then we have Dwayne Holman, which I don't know a whole lot about him. I know he's a veteran,
Okay. Good.
and you know, I don't think that you would run if you didn't love Cowan. So,
Have either of those served on city council? Because I mean that's an excellent point.
to my knowledge, no.
Okay.
I mean, in years past, Dwayne could have. You know, I don't know. So,
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
unfamiliar.
Yeah, that's interesting because like Mayor Stacy served on city council,
Yeah.
town council, for a term before she even put her toe in there. Because
Mm-hmm.
there is a lot to know.
There is. There's so much. And just going to the city council meetings is so important. You know, everybody's welcome to come to a city council meeting. Every town has city council meetings, and there's a lot of really important decisions made
Oh
at
my
those.
gosh, yes.
You know? So, it's
involved.
good to get involved beforehand and not wait to see what passes and then be upset at
And call
something.
the mayor and complain, or city councilman.
Yeah.
Biggest challenges that you would like to solve?
In Cowan?
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Communication. Just having good communication between the different businesses and City Hall and just the public in Cowan. You know, it seems to be such a challenge to get information out to the public. You know, you can post it in the paper, you can use social media, you can go door to door, put up flyers everywhere, and still not reach. You know, we've got a little over 1,800 people in Cowan, and it's impossible to reach 400 of them.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Like, well, I didn't hear about it. I'm like, you've got to really put an effort in there to learn about what's going on.
Look, the Fall Heritage Festival is in its 12th year.
I know.
And I have talked to longtime Cowan residents that had no idea that there was a Fall Heritage Festival and have never been.
That's almost comical.
What rock have you been under? You know, I mean, it literally takes over the entire town.
You can't even go
for
through
3
town.
days.
Yeah, for 3
you
days.
can't drive through. You know,
cannot drive
well,
through.
and there's hay bales, like 300 feet from each railroad crossing. You know, warning you to slow down for pedestrian traffic.
You have to go through Cowan in order to
Could
go.
you? Why are those hay bales there? Isn't that a head scratcher? I mean.
People have got to want to learn about what's in the community. I mean, just living
Yes.
is. I mean, be a part of the community. You're such an organizer. I got to ride an Eddie Munster car for my
That's the
birthday
best.
1 year.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Betsy.
Biggest highlight ever. I've got the picture.
Betsy Missoula set that up for us. She's a huge help with the Fall Heritage Festival, and she brought Eddie to town, and that was such a fun night.
That was a super fun night.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to segue over to one of your really big, passionate projects, and that's the Multi-Cancer Network.
Yes, I've been on the board of directors for the Multi-County Cancer Support Network for the last 2 years, and in that last 2 years, probably 60% of our needs have come from Grundy County.
We've got a lot of cancer.
Yes, we service 9 counties, I think.
And 60% came from Grundy alone.
Yes, yes. Well, and part of that is communication also. It's hard to get the information out to such a broad circle.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so Squatchy Valley Electric, Duck River, Squatchy Valley Electric does an amazing fundraiser for us every year
Nice.
at the silent auction and breakfast, and they raise a ton of money. They do a pink out at the high school.
Oh.
Yes, and they raise a ton of money there as well. There's a fly-in or a fly. It's the model airplanes, like the really big, expensive model planes. They do a flyaway cancer event, and that's in Tullahoma. That's a wonderful event. But our biggest fundraiser is our walkathon, and that's coming up on September 12th.
And that's around the corner, too.
Yes,
Jeez.
it is. Yeah, and so you form teams, and you start raising money now for your team.
Okay.
And there's a prize for the team that raises the most money. There's a quilt that they auction or do a raffle for. There's live music. They do a survivor lap, which you cannot get through without crying.
Oh, I'd be bawling my head off.
You can't.
Oh, my
Everybody
gosh.
stands around and applauds the survivors as they walk around the track. Yes, and some of them can't walk. Some of them are still, in treatment and have to be pushed in a wheelchair. And so it's really powerful to see all the people that are fighting cancer.
We have folks out there.
Yes, we do. So hopefully we'll get some more involvement from Grundy folks and
Absolutely.
get some people to come down there. There's a candlelight vigil where they have bags with people's names. You can buy.
have it at the old high school, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. The old Franklin County High School. You can buy memorial bags. They're $10. They have your loved one's name on it. Or you can buy in honor of, someone that's fighting cancer. You can put their name on the bag. And then we have the circle of light that's in the middle, and those are the people that we've lost in the last 12 months. So.
And that's every year. How many years have you been doing that?
Over 30.
That's what I thought. It's like a really long.
It's like 32 years they've been doing the walk. And what I have heard is from the beginning, it was a 24-hour event. Like people camped out and stayed the night. Yes, and like walked all night.
Like a 24-hour dance marathon. I've done one of those before.
That's why they had teams. That's how the teams got formed. So you would have somebody walking the whole time.
And you're not doing that this time.
No.
You guys don't do that anymore.
No.
Because we're a bunch of sissies. We can't do that anymore.
Yeah, we wrap it up at 9 now. Yeah. Yeah, between 9 and 10, we have to wait till dark.
Sure.
To do the candlelight, everything.
Yeah. Sure, that's beautiful. All right. And the services that the support network gives to folks, what do they do?
Okay. So their office has moved. It's still in Deckard, but it's at the old post office now, or the post office now. Okay. Yes. So I think it's 301 Main Street. But so you can go in and apply to have your utilities taken care of while you're in treatment.
Wow.
Which, that takes a huge burden off
huge.
of people.
Yeah.
And it's up to $3,500 limit per cancer diagnosis. So, like if you go into remission and you get diagnosed again 5 years later, you can still come back.
Is that a second event?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's a separate event. So, they pay $500 towards your funeral expenses.
Wow.
And for some people that don't have insurance, that's that's a huge help.
Because I want to get cremated.
Yeah. Me too.
That cheapens it down.
Yes. Yeah. They also pay hilarious. So they also pay gas. They give you a gas card. And
so you can get back and forth to treatments.
Yes, so you can get back and forth to treatments. And if you need it, $100 food card.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Wow. Because it does, caregivers, everybody, it does take a lot of resources to manage that situation.
Yes. Plus they have, they have like prosthetic bras in the office that they give away for free.
Okay,
they have wigs. They have all sorts of like Depends and you know,
Sure.
like bed pads and things like that. Lots
Sure.
of medical aids there at the office.
So wonderful. What made you decide to get involved?
Miss Ann Richardson, she is a longtime Cowan resident. She used to be a pharmacist, and she served on the board for many, many years. And she decided it was time for her to come off the board. And she always roped me into helping her with the bags because she said I had pretty handwriting.
You do have pretty handwriting.
Thank you. She said she made sure that I was there. And then when she decided that she didn't want to be on the board, she brought me to the board meeting, which we don't do. Totally, out of order. But she brought me to the board meeting and
didn't care.
introduced me.
No, she was gonna get what she needed done.
She wanted me to be on that board, so here I am. And it's been a blessing. Sometimes it's hard to get through the needs during the meetings because they hit really close to home. You know, when you have one of the needs that's a child or, you know, someone that's living alone, you know, fighting cancer. That's hard.
Falling every minute, you know, walking around with a box of Kleenex.
I know. I feel so unprofessional because I have cried twice during meetings.
How can you not? I mean,
You
seriously, you're in that because of your heart. And you know what? We're supposed to train our replacement. We're always looking for those folks that shine, that can take the place. Because Miss Ann was a fearless advocate of whatever she wanted.
Yes.
And God bless her.
Mm-hmm.
So good for you. Yeah. I remember Kay Ramsey was in charge of the Mont Eagle Cemetery.
Yeah.
And Kay was a fierce advocate, making sure everybody got buried properly, blah, 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 physically responsible. And she, Dana Byers, she's like, that's my person. Dana's like, no. And what is she doing today? Because Kay has passed?
Mm-hmm. She's doing it.
Yep. So that's what we do, because you are a fireball.
Thanks.
Any last words you want to say to the folks that may watch this as the potential Cowan City Council person?
Volunteer. This is the volunteer state. We have to live up to our namesake. It doesn't cost anything. It's, you know, there's a need everywhere in every capacity. Whether you love animals, there's always a shelter to volunteer for animals. You know, if you've had a loved one pass away from cancer, you can honor that loved one by volunteering with any of there's cancer support networks all over the place. You know, MCCSN would love to have more support and volunteers. So,
and as a city councilman, what are you going to say to them? Why should they vote for you? This is always, you got to go for the ask. That's a part of it. You got to go for the ask. And you're not an asker, really.
I'm not an asker, no. But I want to see Cowan grow in a positive way. I want to see the values and the goodness of Cowan continue on, but still bring in tourists to enjoy what we enjoy. Yes. My kids can ride bikes all over town. They know their boundaries. They have friends that they get to ride bikes with. You know, Cowan's a great place to raise kids. So I want to keep it that way, but I want the kids to have places to ride their bikes too. There's an ice cream shop now that is so delicious and so wonderful, and the kids love going in there, and they're super friendly and kind to them when they do, you know. So I want to see Cowan stay Cowan, but just a little bigger.
Just a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to send Miss Amanda out to spread joy and sunshine, because you certainly do that. And we're very thankful you're carrying on the tradition that has been probably in your DNA. And
Yes.
We're going to go on a quick break, thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back with what the hey happened over the weekend. Let's see what's going on. What's the Scoobies? As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in a minute.
In the ministry of Jesus, he taught about the kingdom of heaven or the kingdom of God. Observe with me one of his teachings coming from Matthew chapter 20. Jesus said, "For the kingdom of heaven is like a master of a house who went out early in the morning to hire laborers for his vineyard. After agreeing with the laborers for a denarius a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And going out about the third hour, he saw others standing idle in the marketplace. And to them he said, 'You go into the vineyard too, and whatever is right I will give you.' So they went. Going out about the 6th hour, and the 9th hour, he did the same. And about the 11th hour, he went out and found others standing. And he said to them, 'Why do you stand here idle all day?' They said to him, 'Because no one has hired us.' He said to them, 'You go into the vineyard too.' And when evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, 'Call the laborers and pay them their wages, beginning with the last up to the first.' And when those hired about the 11th hour came, each of them received a denarius. Now when those hired first came, they thought they would receive more, but each of them also received a denarius. And on receiving it, they grumbled at the master of the house, saying, 'These last worked only 1 hour, and you have made them equal to us who have borne the burden of the day and the scorching heat.' But he replied to one of them, 'Friend, I am doing you no wrong. Did you not agree with me for a denarius? Take what belongs to you and go. I choose to give to this last worker as I give to you. Am I not allowed to do what I choose with what belongs to me? Or do you begrudge my generosity? So the last will be first, and the first last.'" What God promises through Jesus to those who believe is nothing short of eternal life in this kingdom of God, this kingdom of heaven. Eternally being in the Lord's and Jesus' presence. That promise is open to all who are faithful to Jesus. Though, do some of us ever think that we deserve more of God than those around us because we've been in the faith longer, worked harder for God, have endured more suffering than those around us, because we read our Bibles more, we pray more, or anything remotely similar? Do we think we deserve God's blessing more than the man, woman, child, or elder beside us? Well, newsflash, that's not how it works in Jesus' kingdom. I'm J.D. Cantrell, a member at the Monteagle Church of Christ, but really I'm just a guy who loves Jesus and wants to follow after him. May you do the same, and may you be blessed.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic, 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
Or some things just aren't going on that normally go on because it's 4th of July week. It is 4th of July week. Saturday kicked it off over there in Pelham. It had a magnificent parade. The sun was shining. It was just went off without a hitch. Long row of everything. Everything was in Pelham. So way to go, Pelham Valley Fire and all the organizers. Great event. Went to Grundy United or Unites awareness. I was only able to stay a little bit. Got to film the speech by Mayor Brady and Tyler's prayer to open up the event. It was huge. It was well set up. I'm sure it was a full day of amazing and heartbreak and testimonies, and it was just an awareness of the folks and memory of the folks that have passed from addiction. And how can it not be just sad? I saw, in fact, sometimes I don't know how to deal with sadness because of my own. I don't know if that sounds weird. I saw Stacy Moore there. I was getting some honey. Leslie, I got some honey for you at one of the vendors. And I just, you know how you forget, her son passed away from drugs. And it's a very emotional thing when moms of kids, no matter how they died, mine was a car accident. But no matter how they died, it's a bond. It really is. And I did not show her. I was caught unaware. And like, this is that event where this is where she is at. And my golly, how horrible it must have been. And I failed her. I did not hug her. I did not, I just didn't put two and two together. I was just, you just don't, sometimes you just don't realize. And I'm going to have to reach out to her and apologize because that's, remembering to lose your child to addiction or it's not even addiction. Just, I don't even, it was just a fluke, that fentanyl crap gets into the drugs and so anyway, great event. My daughter went to, she did her first 5K. We did it in Cookeville. It was a red, white, and boom event. Beautiful. Army was one of the co-sponsors. Taylor did it in 30 minutes. I was just so proud of her. Just so flippin' proud. So did that this coming week. So back to the squirrel moment. Some things are going on, some things are not. I don't think the library, the summer reading programs are going on this week, but I don't know. I doubt it. I'm going to say I doubt it. I'm going to go out there. But summer meal program. So I haven't been to the actual, I've been using the Grundy County Herald site. But South Cumberland Summer Meal Program has a Facebook page. And it looks like every day they post where it's going to be in a big post. So today's sites, and that's why I double checked it, and it was made 20 minutes ago, is at Beersheba Springs, and it's at the Beersheba Springs Medical Clinic, and it is 10 a.m. to 1. So grab that food. Kids 2 to 18 get 10 meals, 5 breakfast, 5 lunch. So grab it. If you're in Beersheba or near Beersheba and you're busy all week, grab that. First come, first serve. And then this afternoon from 3 to 6 is the Pelham United Methodist Church down there next to the elementary school. You can pick up there. So all the folks in Pelham, you can grab that, and that's what it says. It's today, so 10 meals. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Oh, that was misspelled. That's funny. Let's see. Where does it all go? Thursday night is the 3rd. So Thursday night on the 3rd, Tracy City is doing their fireworks. So that will be at the ball field at dark. Just get yourself a lawn chair and get all around by that beautiful mural over there. So that's the fireworks. Colmont had their fireworks on Saturday. Then on Thursday morning, I know Tracy has their bicycle parade at 9, and then they have activities all day. Colmont has their parade at 9 a.m. With all of these, lineup is an hour before. So if you've got you can run it. Run in there with your cool car, or give up. Just make sure you got good candy or icy stuff or whatever. Just come on out, dress up your car, do it. Some of them have really good prizes for best float, so just keep that in mind. Church projects, anything. Let's see. So 10 o'clock, that's the two. So that's Beersheba Springs and Mont Eagle. Both of those are at 10. 11 is Brutely Lager. Saw Big Al over at the emergency tent yesterday or on Saturday. While everybody was there. Mudbog is back. Mudbog is back. It's going to be over there. They're putting the a horse arena up where the horse arena was, now is where they had the mud bog. That stretch of land, the mud bog is back. So activities all day. 1 o'clock is Altamont. They've got activities throughout the day as well. And then 2 o'clock is Suwannee. If you want to pop on over there, they got a ton of little things going on. 2 o'clock is Suwannee, and then 6 o'clock is Tracy City. Bam! And they will be having their activities all day, and they'll be having a street dance that evening on 4th of July. And it is Brianna Fuquay and Lone Cove. I think that's it. The Pelham Boys, the Hill Boys. That's going to be the street dance. I saw where Jason Lee Wilson is going to be at Altamont doing their dance on the 4th. And I don't know the other ones. I'm sure the DJ is going to be over at Brutely. He normally is. Fireworks are everywhere on the 4th, except for Tracy, which is on the 3rd, and Colmont, which was on this past Saturday. So everybody else is having fireworks that evening. And all right, so then on the Friday is Dash to the Door. No, Saturday morning is Dash to the Door. So that's the 5th. I think it's 8 o'clock. Get your Grundy County Herald on that one. And then the Beersheba Springs Barn Dance is that evening on the 5th at 5 o'clock. So it's fun. And then Beersheba also on the 4th has their annual old timers softball game between the old timers. So that should be super fun. That's always fun. All right, so I've got that down. Very thankful. So we're going to do our giveaway for our fireworks. Thank you, J&J Fireworks. Miss Judy, thank you so much. We're going to do that giveaway Thursday because Stephen and I will not be here on the 4th. We're going to be having fun on the 4th. So we've got a small bag, we got a medium box, and we've got a large box. We're going to add two $25 Appalachian Women's Guild gift certificates with the big one and the medium one. So that's what we're going to do for those. And I cleared out all the numbers as of Friday, and so this starts the week for the giveaway, and the giveaway is on Thursday. So that covers that. I'm going to say thank you to J&J. That was that. All right, so J&J Fireworks, today is Monday. All week, they're going to be open 10 to 10. And Friday, it just says all day. So I don't know if it's, beginning of like 5 in the morning till 5, I don't know. But anyway, 10 to 10. All week, it's at the Colmont Community Center, so come out and support local fireworks and local folks. Thank you, J&J Fireworks, for our giveaways for this week. All right, that's it. Let's go to birthdays. There's just so much going on. Birthdays. Today is the 30th. Yesterday was Bailey Braden and Ron Barnett. Today is Thomas Ergel and Christopher Wade Doss. Happy birthday. Today's the last day of June. Can you guys believe that? It's unreal. The flooding, I don't even want to talk about the flooding that happened. All right, let's go into birthdays here. Tina Caldwell Bazio. Happy birthday, Tina. Whitney Payne. Michelle Cantrell. Wendy Parton Nunley. Sarah Pittman. Paula Spivey, Tanya Daly, Annette Bolin, and David Fowler. David used to be state senator, and now he does family. He's executive director of the family something. He's an amazing lobbyist for family values. All right, so that's that. Let's go into our prayer list. We've got one more day on this particular prayer list, and we're going to start another one. So let me get my paper out. And let's see who needs to continue to be on there, but this is for July. And we're going to see who needs to be back on. All right. Let's continue to pray for Patsy Kennedy, Blondell Lockhart, Lewis Glover, Adam, Travis, Jeff, and Gina, Jeanette Phillips, Kevin and Junior Sanders, Brenda Caldwell, Jeff Kilgore, Bracelyn Bryant, Jeff Pickett, all the unspoken, especially Miss Jones unspoken, Baby McGee, Shasta Lane. We're going to pray that the forces of evil will be cast down in Grundy. I'm going to put that back on there. All the caregivers out there, Pat Simmons, Christy, Joni Baby, Don Johnson family, Ralph Crichton family, Lois Butcher and her daughter and son, Big Ron, we're going to just because, and Miss Virginia, as she recovers, and then, of course, Miss Dola and Miss Ophelia, speaking Miss Dola for cancer. Lord, please lift up our folks. It's been a crazy weekend. We just trust your will be done. Please lift up all the folks that are on our prayer list as we start a new one. Put it on the hearts of folks to let their light shine even through the darkness. We know when one door closes, another one opens. We just have to trust you in all things and to continue to do good things for others. And we just need to remember it's all due to your glory and your faithfulness to us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. Let's see. I think we're ready. We have got full phone lines. I get these from yesterday. Oh, hold on. What are all this? All right. You guys ready? Who's number one today? Moanin'. What are you doing?
I'm sitting here watching TV.
Did you see all that flood? Did y'all get flooded? Did you see that flooding in Tracy?
Buddy, we've had it every day.
Are you serious?
I fixed the road there one day. It washed out.
Your road?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
2 hours later, here it come again. And I asked Freda and them, I said, well, did it wash it road? She said, it washed it out again.
That is crazy. It's just because of it was a monsoon where I was at. I was over in Clark Range coming in, and it was a monsoon, and the trees were going sideways. Was that how it was here?
What it's been doing here, it wasn't real bad yesterday. It just all rained.
Right.
One day I was sitting in the garage there, one day, and when it started hailing, it would hit and it would roll in the in the garage.
Oh my gosh! When did it hail? I think Barbara. I think that was what Barbara mentioned. The hail.
Friday, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So, you have 4-wheel drive, so you don't have to worry about it, right?
Well, I'm gonna have to fix it later, but I ain't fixing it right now. I'll wait till the rain gets over with.
Is it going to rain today? I haven't even checked.
Yeah, today 50, or 70, and then it's supposed to ease up.
That is crazy. That is crazy. And I wonder, so in Tracy, I was watching because it was an emergency. The creek. I forgot the name of that is that the Little Gizzard? I think it's called Town Creek. I don't know, whatever the name is that goes over by the old Dollar General where they're putting the O'Reillys. That creek that flows there was just overflowed. And then it went down behind where Potbellies is, that creek, and then over behind the funeral home, right down that way, and it feeds into the Fiery Gizzard. Well, anyway, Oliver has an entire history exhibit down there by the creek. It was all underwater. There was a backhoe underwater.
Yeah.
I mean, that I have never seen that creek like that. I mean, wonder what's up with that. Is it just because it's so much water?
It rained yesterday, and then later on, after it rained, it done it again. I'm talking heavy rain.
How weird is that? Huh. I don't know. It seems abnormal that we were getting this much. I mean, this much and this amount.
A lot of rain, and it's supposed to rain the 1st of July.
Wow. All right. Well.
Tomorrow.
All right.
They call for 70%, so let it rain.
Oh my God. I mean, we've been through a drought, so I don't want to be that. I'm not complaining. I really am not. But it's a lot.
It's the first day of the month.
And what is it? If the first day of the month it rains like forever? We're going to build an ark?
15 days out of that month.
Oh my God.
Start building.
Oh, I'm glad we're up on top of the mountain. Oh my God. Just wow. All right. Anything else I need to know? Thanks for the joy and sunshine you're spreading today, Junior.
You got the Myers family on?
No, what happened?
Family Myers passed away.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, darn. All right. I hate that. All right. Anything else?
I lost my track of mine.
No, you and me both. All right. Well, happy Monday, and hopefully we'll talk tomorrow on a rainy day.
Okay.
All right. Say y'all. See you. Bye. I'm not going to complain. Morning.
How you doing, Michelle?
What's up? Did you go out and check out all of that flooding in Tracy?
I heard Johnny White talked about it yesterday. We was out tavern with Owen Reedy a little bit, and so I heard him talk about it yesterday. And so
What was he? I mean, it was up everywhere.
What he said, it was up everywhere, and Weston, him, and Brett Anderson, and I don't know who else, but there was out helping everybody, helping the city, inside the what, like these trees down or something, but now.
Yeah, I was wondering, did they find any blockage in that creek?
Oh, down in Tracy?
Yeah.
Michelle, I noticed, I think the state might be on that right there by the bridge, because easy water went about underneath there, but I don't know there's something under it, so what, holding it or what, but I don't know, the state did look at that or somebody and put something in there and just push it on through and let that water go.
Yeah, it's blocked somewhere.
Well, see, did that one dead from where Daughter General and where the pit used to be at.
Right.
And it's back downfield there, but I think that's something.
Well, it was also blocked up over by the funeral home, right where the trackside is now, the old Daryl's Pizza.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know about.
Yeah, it was blocked up there, too.
I think that one's back through there, too.
It's the same one.
Yeah, under the railroad tracks there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it backed up there, too. I wonder down the way there's, trees or something in it or something.
Well, I think city owns some that on the other side of the back road, like you're doing it away, it's back there. But there might be stop up too, I don't know.
Yeah, because I've just never seen that. And we did have all that storm damage, so maybe it was something that you didn't think would cause any problems with the cleanup.
Now sticks or limbs or whatever, now that might do it sometimes, but not that big, but now that'd be a bigger piece or something, it probably would,
Well, there was an entire backhoe underneath. Like, all you could see is the top of its arm.
Yeah.
The cab or whatever was underneath water.
Yeah. I say it was. No, I haven't been in there looked at it, but It was food I used today on 4-wheeler, and I said, well, I just take the Fort to vote and come towards town, and so I did, and I turned around and on that field and coming towards town, I didn't see anything blocked it off or anything, and so I went on out to Summit. I picked up half a ton of milk, chocolate creamer, and went over, get my local bread and 2 diet totes, and come on home, and I go out later on in the evening, but it was getting cloudy, and it started raining and everything, so I went ahead, parked the forward and locked it down, because I usually do out each salt or nothing, so I just kind of stay here, and so.
Well, yeah, it was crazy. I scooted out, I don't know, around 3, I think, after everything was said and done, and it was following me, but it was nice and sunshiny when I was going to Fentress County, and then all the heavens opened up when I was there. It was monsoon. It was horrible, and they had the same flooding issue because that's on top, and they had the same flooding issue, but they had construction. They're doing that construction that connects Jamestown to Crossville.
Yeah.
60, is that 64? I think that is 64. Anyway, or 127.
Maybe, out here, like you, where the old funeral home used to be at.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right across the road. Okay, say if I come in that from store or from Match, whatever.
Right.
I did on the road, the way coming home, whatever. That one there where a fire hydrant is, where they hit the hose and stuff at, if a house or something's on fire. I don't know what it is, but right on down through there on water. Do city own some of that right there? Don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that there's easements. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if city does or state does. They did drain something or did the payment and put pipe down in there and stuff and did a little bit, and just let it run right underneath and on out, to the creek, let it run down in there, because Donnie Dixon and Jimmy Hires and Graham Sanders, there was none there Saturday, loaned up some limbs and stuff, did it all the way, and it was so, you see the water myself, and you tend to use your feet wet and everything else, Betty. So,
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's you don't know you have a problem until you have that kind of rain. So because it just the way it is. All right, well, I'm gonna head out of there. Happy Monday. Are you gonna see your girl today?
I probably will today or this evening, because I got to go down to the doctor today at 1 for checkup, and so I don't know why I got going on after that. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have a fabulous day, though, no matter what.
But if I did time, be in your office today or tomorrow.
I don't know. What's up?
Well, I'm talking about running down to City Hall to the you a number and me and Misty a number. If you ain't there by 10, you want me to bring it to you in the morning?
Yeah, I'm not going to do a number.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do a number because I don't want to be judged. No, I'm just there as just being there. No, I don't want to get a number.
Okay, I know I just asked because you might win something.
Yeah, no, I won't win anything. Trust me.
Okay, no, I just asked about.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. You have a wonderful day, darling.
But you do look pretty. I got your red, white, blue outfit.
I'm going to wear red, white, and blue all week. All right, buddy. See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Evelyn. How are you?
Well, I thought maybe tomorrow, but I mentioned to you that I wanted to speak about the anointing oil.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of misunderstandings about that, and when we link the things and the types in the Old Testament with the shadows and antitypes with the New Testament, salvation is sweeter, Christ is sweeter, God is more loving. And that's what I'm trying to do with this, because this is about when Aaron's sons, of the Levite tribe, were anointed for the priesthood, you know. And Peter wrote to the Christian church, you are a royal priesthood. That's us. So the oil was, God told them what to use and how much to use of each thing. And I start with myrrh. Myrrh speaks of death. And of course, this is meaning death to the, in consecration of the self-will to the perfect will of God. And Paul spoke of it as becoming a living sacrifice in Romans 12:1 and 2, and also being crucified with Christ. This is the deeper experience many churches really speak about. A second one was cinnamon. And cinnamon speaks of being straightforward, because that's how the tree grew, straight and tall. It speaks of true righteousness and having a life of sweet fragrance.
Oh, okay.
And then calamus was the third. Some people have said that's marijuana. No, it's not. It's not marijuana.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Calamus speaks of humility.
Okay.
As the seed pod bowed to the earth when it was ripe, and it grew in a swampy area. So calamus speaks of humility. Humility is the gem of righteousness, of being righteous. And of course, Tozer said Jesus had no sin but our sin, and we have no righteousness except Christ's righteousness. Tozer's quoted by many people, preachers today. Then another was cassia. A cassia was a purgative. And that's interesting. It's speaking of the heart being purged of the flesh, the carnal sin nature that we inherit from Adam at conception. And it speaks of being made pure, of being sanctified. Because that's what God told Moses to do, take these to the labor of sanctification before the door of the holy place and anoint them. And then olive oil was also used. This was the last one mentioned. And it's a symbol of religious privileges. And thou shalt make an oil of holy ointment. It shall be holy anointing. It shall be an holy anointing oil. It was sprinkled on the tabernacle when this was all put together to sanctify even the vessels. If the vessels are to be sanctified, the temple was to be sanctified. And the scripture says that we are a temple of God. Our bodies are to be presented to God, as well as our heart and our mind and our soul. All of the furnishings, he said, to sanctify them. And thou shalt anoint Aaron and his sons, and consecrate them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. And as Peter wrote, ye are a royal priesthood. We don't have to have someone else to be our priest. We can go to God because Christ is our high priest, and he opened up the Holy of Holies when that curtain was split in the temple, in the tabernacle, in the temple. It opened up the Holy of Holies for Christians to enter and to commune with God.
I love it.
So that's what was in the holy anointing oil. And the New Testament speaks of all of this as living the sanctified life. Some churches major on one thing that happens when the person reaches as Paul prayed, he said that you may be filled with all the fullness of God, and gave the command, be ye filled with the Spirit. And that's, they say the Greek is that tense that means be ye being filled
Right.
with the Spirit.
Well, I love it. That's a great message for today, Miss Evelyn. I appreciate it.
It's powerful.
It sure is.
It
well,
is.
Thank you for sharing. I do appreciate it.
And, well, You're welcome, and thank you. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't call in Friday.
Okay. All right, honey. See you. Bye. Morning.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Shirley. Hey, Clarence. What are you doing?
Oh, cleaning, and I'm doing laundry now.
That's never ending.
No, it ain't. And, been outside and doing this and that.
All righty. Well, how's Miss Pat doing?
Well, she's not smoking like she was. She's still a little weak yet, but she's getting on top. Oh,
Right.
by the help of the good Lord, she's getting on top.
Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, what are we selling today, Miss Shirley?
Oh, I still have that real nice couch. I need to get it, sell it, and get it out of my mini barn. I've got it covered up down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have the coffee table, the cherry coffee table. It has 2 drawers in it. And the TV table, it swivels, and it has 2 doors that opens up. And I still have the iron nail gun with the boxes of nails to go with it. Have the car seat and the dog cage for sale.
All righty. What number are they calling and where are they going?
Call me at 931-668-9217. Come by 920 Leesboro Road in McNeil, Tennessee.
Sounds fantastic. All right, Shirley. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Yes, do the same.
All right.
See ya.
See you, Clarence. Morning. Morning. Dun, dun. Morning. Well, Barbara, what are you doing?
That dear drinking my coffee.
Did you get enough rain? Did you guys get rain this weekend?
Yeah, I got more than enough rain, honey.
Did they figure out your box yet?
Yeah, the power supply lightning burned it up.
Did you say, hey, this is like the 4th time that this has happened?
Yeah, I sure did.
What
that little guy, he said he didn't know why it done that, but he had replaced, he said 20 or more before he got to me.
Really?
Yep, just the power supplies.
Well, we just had, that's what was our issue, I think it was the power supply.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah, and my sister-in-law told me that it always got theirs, and they told her it was because they were on the beginning of the line that went down the road beside my other sister-in-law's house and their kids and stuff. It's a whole little neighborhood there, but just family. And she told me Saturday that they told her it was because hers was the beginning of the line. And that's probably my problem.
Are you in the beginning as well?
Yeah, on the left side, yes.
Is it just because it puts did he explain why that happened? I mean, why would that matter?
No, she didn't say that they did, but that little guy that was here, he didn't know why.
So if it basically means it blows it out. Is that Eric? I think Eric and Amy had a weird issue with their electric. Is it because in the beginning it burst out? I mean, I don't think it makes sense to me yet.
I don't know why it is,
but that's what he said.
Oh, he said that he didn't know when I asked him, but he said he had replaced 20 or more, and he was here a little after 2, and he said he'd already replaced 20 or more of them power supplies. I said, maybe y'all need to get a different brand of power supply.
Well, Barbara, they're probably from China.
That's what I started to say, but no.
They're doing it on purpose. I mean, it's just junk.
Well, that's what I was calling it too. That junk they put in. But if they're having to replace in one day.
Yeah, no, that's not just one and done. That's too much of a pattern. I'm gonna message Tanya and see what she has to say about it. Now I'm curious.
Yeah, well, that's what he told me. He said, "Ma'am, I've already replaced 20 or more of these."
How weird is that? Okay.
And that's what it was. He said that power supply protects the equipment, my box and television and everything else. That
keeps it from blowing up your TV?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. It's like a surge protector.
Yeah. But say I got mine plugged in on one of them strips.
Yeah. So that protects that. But okay. It's all Greek to me, Barbara, but I'm going to call Tanya and delve in. Now I'm curious. If I don't know something, I want to know about it.
I said, I've unplugged everything over there and plugged it back in. He said that wouldn't have worked. He said, because right here's your problem. And
so it was what was connected to your internet and your cable? Is that right? Do you get both from Ben Lomond?
Yes.
Okay, so it only affected those two things and your phone?
My house phone. I didn't know when I got that fiber put in that they were going to take my phone through that wireless mess. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. I just got rid of my house phone.
If if it goes through that, and the internet goes out, you don't, unless you got a cell phone, you're just out.
Yeah, because we always had a hardline phone for emergencies.
Yes.
And I didn't even think about that. We got rid of that. That was one of our things that it was like, well, I know in an emergency this would be handy, but if it's not hardwired in, it wouldn't solve anything.
No, you just be out of a phone,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
If I had my cell phone,
yeah,
I'd just been without. But I had to call him back because after he put in the new power supply, I said, I'm going to go check my phone. So I went and checked the phone, and it still wasn't working. Well, I called out there and put my number in, to be called back.
Right.
And I said, well, I'm going to call that guy that he called me before he got here. So I looked his number up, and I called him and told him, So he came right back.
Oh, that's wonderful.
He was pulling in the driveway when I got the call back, and I told him, I said, it's okay, he's here now.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right, well, we solved that. What ended up being wrong with the phone?
He just unplugged it and plugged it back in. I said, well, I could have done that, but I didn't know, to do that.
That's my answer to everything.
I thought he was here. I'll just get him to come back. That's what I pay the big bucks every month.
That's exactly right. That's why we go with Ben Lomond, is because they have local folks that come in.
Right.
As opposed to calling a foreign country.
People's telling me, you can get cheaper with this company or that company, and I said, well, I might look into it because I'm getting a little bit aggravated and disgusted with what I'm dealing with now.
Yeah, and be careful what you ask for, Barbara. It may be cheaper, but you may be, it's like having insurance. If you don't have good insurance, you're out of luck. It may be cheaper.
But we've had a telephone, ever since back in the early 70s.
Yeah.
I've been with Ben Loman, and but here the last few years, ever since I got this fiber optic, I've been having a lot of issues.
Yeah. Well, maybe you just get rid of. Yeah, I mean, the fiber optics are for everyone that uses any kind of laptop or internet. They use it for work or what have you. It is a blessing beyond belief.
Yeah.
But maybe for other things like you're talking about, it has some downsides.
When I got it put in, I had the kids here, and they use the laptop and the computer and stuff, but I don't have either one of them now.
Well, then just if you don't need it, just downsize it.
But I do use the internet, I save a lot of gigabytes or whatever with my cell phone.
Yeah.
By using the internet.
I hear you. It's a trade-off. Maybe just have them relook at what you need from Ben Loman. It's really not worth going to a cheaper. They just don't know our mountain and our thing, and cheaper is not better. But explore possibilities of saving money. We don't have cable. We got rid of our cable. We just use internet through Ben Loman. That was our way of cost saving, and not everybody wants to do that.
That cable, that video is the most expensive part about it.
Yeah, so we cut that, I don't know, at least 10 years ago. And we just stream stuff. But I'm not telling you to do that. It's just, you rethink your pennies and see where you can shave some costs and what you're willing to live with.
Yeah. Well, I got the Roku, as long as I got the internet, I can watch.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff on.
Yeah. There's plenty. I don't miss cable. Trust me. It's just
the reason I keep it is because of y'all.
I know. Well, you can still on Facebook. You can still see us on Facebook.
But sometimes the Facebook it don't pick up.
Right. Well, we're on every single day. I download the ones that have guests. And so I know that if you go on our GCTV6 Facebook page, you can see every show. For 30 days. It's going to be there for 30 days.
Yeah.
I want you to save money and do what you want, and I want you to watch us. So I'm really not sure what the answer is. All right, Barbara, I'm going to find out what in the world the power supply is. We'll go from there.
All right, honey. Have a great day.
You have a wonderful day. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, we're going to go on our last break. Thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. See you in a minute.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TennCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TennCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.
At the Caverns, you can tour a cool cave, listen to live music underground, or just kick back at the outdoor amphitheater. It's homegrown fun deep in the Tennessee hills. Check out what's going on at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes the journey. Dr. Eric Shull of Shull Chiropractic Clinic is proud to serve our community from his office at the Country Mart building in Monteagle, offering trusted, effective care for all ages, including spinal decompression, dry needling, and infrared therapy. Come see what a difference it makes to feel good again. Call 931-924-4869 to set up your appointment today. All righty, let's see. Oh, it's 9:04. Well, here we go. Morning.
Good morning, Miss Ava.
Hey, Miss Joan. Happy Monday.
Miss Lady, you hung up on me a while ago.
No, you didn't say anything. Was that you?
Yes, I kept hollering, hello, hello.
Oh, my goodness. Me too. All right, I've got you down. Thank you for being persistent.
Oh, okay, honey. Have a good day.
You have a wonderful day, honey. Yay. I was wondering who that was. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Clendenin. All right, yeah, I bet you got some birthdays.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go for it.
July the 3rd.
Oh, and who's that for?
For Selena Dickerson.
Oh, how old's Selena going to be?
I don't know. I don't know her age.
That's perfectly fine. All right. And Altamont?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, next.
John and Justin Fultz, the 8th.
John and Justin Fultz. Got you. Some of my kinfolk. Got you. And, do we know ages, and are they in Altamont as well?
John is, and Justin is in Trace City.
Got you. All right. How fun. Altamont, Trace City. All right, next.
Donnie and Donna Sherman.
Okay, what day is that?
That is the 31st.
All right. You said Donnie and...
Donna.
Donnie and Donna?
Yes, ma'am.
How cute is that? Donna Sherman. Lisa, like Bob, remember Bobby Sherman?
That's Bobby's brother.
Okay, gotcha. All right, anybody else in July you got?
I've got one on the 24th.
All right, and who's that for?
On the 28th, honey, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Mackenzie Dickerson.
Mackenzie Dickerson.
He'll be 25.
25. Altamont?
Altamont.
Yes, ma'am. All right, anybody else, Miss Clendenin?
And then I have a memorial for J.W. Clendenin on the 23rd of July.
Oh, my goodness. How long has he been gone?
How long has he been dead, Lindsay? Since 2008.
Wow, that's been a hot minute.
Yes, yes.
All right, I've got a memorial down for J.W.
Okay, thank you, honey.
Right,
you have a good day and a good weekend.
You too, Miss Clendenin. Thanks for calling. Let me make sure I get her down. She's kept on the tradition with those Altamont birthdays, and I certainly do appreciate that. Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Charlie. Hey, Joyce. What y'all doing?
Oh, it's rain.
Oh my gosh! Do you guys have a flood in your yard?
You can't get the garden.
I bet. Is it underwater?
No, we got a lot of mud puddles.
Did everything survive?
Looks like it.
It was. I've seen some pictures everywhere. It is crazy.
But we didn't get no hail, and I think the good Lord is all around us.
How did you? That you should thank the good Lord. You didn't get the hail?
No, ma'am.
Wow.
All around us, that toward the pig nibble guy, but we didn't.
Wow. Well, blessings for sure.
Yes.
Okay. Anything we need to know today?
No, not that I know of.
All right, I got some fireworks here to give away. Y'all good with that?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I know little fellas love them.
Yeah, I bet you do. Well, that's why we're giving away, and we're thankful to J&J Fireworks. All right, you two, you have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, see you, bye. Morning.
Hey, rest
You got it. Did you guys have a good anniversary? 5595. Hey, did you guys have a good anniversary?
We went to eat and loafed around, and
That's all that matters. That certainly is. All right, well, I got you down. Anything I need to know today?
no, I'll tell you a bunch of birthdays tomorrow.
Okay, let's do birthdays tomorrow. I love birthdays.
Okay.
All right, see you, girl. Morning.
Hey,
Hey, what are you doing?
laying here watching you.
Good. Tell me something good. You got birthdays?
Yep.
All right. It's that time. All right, go ahead.
July the 5th, Cameron Rogers.
Cameron Rogers. Gotcha.
July the 10th, Nicholas Smithia.
Mm-hmm. Smithia. Nicholas. Gotcha.
Okay, the 7th is Caden Gibbs.
Oh, that precious Caden.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. How old is he going to be this year?
I think 6.
That's what
I'm
I thought.
Not exactly sure.
That's what I thought. If I had to guess, he's 6 going on 16 at this point.
6 going on 36.
All right. Who else we got?
Janie Lane, the other one, Little Jane, 23rd of July.
I don't know how y'all do that. Little Jane. Hers is with 2 N's, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. All right. And who else?
Let's see. I think that's it.
Wow. I know July's a big one. That sounds fun. All right. Well, happy Monday, and on the home stretch to the 4th of July weekend.
Okay. Don't forget to register me.
Right here, 3,700.
Right.
I got you. Want those fireworks?
Yeah.
I know. I don't blame you. All right, girl. I got you. Call every day. Call every day. Morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Leslie.
I never got through.
I'm telling you, I know. Hey, we're giving away fireworks.
I couldn't get through.
I know. We're giving away fireworks. Well, we're going to probably skip today for our daily word, but I did get you some honey at the event.
Oh, did you?
I sure did. So I should be in the office. When will I be in the office? I'll be in the office a little bit today, from 10 to 1 maybe, if you want to pop by.
Well, what I owe you for it?
You're not a thing.
Well, God bless your heart.
Well, I'm telling you, to give much is to receive much. I just like to give.
Yeah, I appreciate it. God appreciates givers too.
I mean, it's just so much better just to give.
Yeah, the Bible says it's better to give than to receive, and not begrudgingly about it.
You got to be gracious about being given too. So thank you. Yeah, I'll be there as soon as I get there until maybe about 1. We've got an event this evening, so just pop by. I've got it for you.
So you be in there at 1, or?
I'll be there 10ish. As soon as I can get there. Someone wants to use my car for a parade, I think, so I've got to go show it to them. And then I'll run over. I've got some work to do at the office, so about 10 to 1 maybe.
Here's some breakfast. We'll drop by there.
All right, that sounds good. All right, see you, bye. Morning.
Morning, Miss Ava.
What are you doing, Christine?
Just hanging out, trying to get started.
I feel ya. Anything I need to know today?
Wasn't the Pelham Parade good?
Oh my gosh, I loved the Pelham Parade. I always do.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, Lisa and I went. It was really good.
It was a little hot, but hey, I'm not going to cry about that.
No.
But there's all different kinds. I mean, you got tractors and trucks and cars and critters and everything.
Yeah. Had a little bit of everything. It was good.
Well, I'm glad. Well, we got a bunch more to come, so just get your energy up.
Oh, I'm ready. I come home and we had to run out to past Altamont, and we came back in that flood.
Oh my gosh.
Around there, just past Sanders Crossing, right in there about Cassius.
Yep. Was it flooded over there?
Oh, it was. It almost drowned my car out.
Oh my goodness.
It was so deep. And I was right up on it before I saw it, and there was a car behind me. There was a car coming, and I couldn't get over to the left. And we just had these on through it, and Christy said, "Oh, we're stuck." And I said, "No, we're going to make it." We made it through, but it was...
Oh my goodness.
And then got on into Tracy, and it was flooded, pretty bad too.
Oh yeah. I wonder, I have never seen that in all the time. I mean, do you remember it being like that?
I've seen the bridge there, there by the streets.
Uh-huh.
I've seen it run over the road, but never far up as it was Saturday.
Okay.
And my friend that lives downtown, she said that her yard was flooded, and she said it's never come up this far, in my yard, as it did Saturday. It was rough. I was glad to get home.
Well, when I was up at Clark Range, they had the same kind of issues, and Taylor has a big vehicle, and I just had the sassy Buick. I said, Taylor, we're going to have to take your vehicle because I don't know if mine will get through that.
Right.
I don't need to be. You don't need to be flooded out. The shorter cars.
Right. Well, mine's a little, and it did. It almost flooded it out. I felt it, fighting.
Oh my goodness! Praise.
Yeah, I said, thank the Lord we got through that.
Oh, true story. Well, thanks for sharing that, and that is a praise report because no one wants.
Absolutely.
No one wants that. All right, girlfriend, I got you down.
Good day. Register me.
You got it. See you. Bye. Morning.
Register me, please.
Oh, Uncle Alex.
Yeah.
Anything I need to know today?
No, just a beautiful day in the neighborhood so far.
Always a beautiful day. How's your puppy?
Good. Good.
Okay. All right. I got you down.
I appreciate you.
See you. Bye. Morning.
Register me.
Miss Dola, I got you. You didn't have any flooding, did you?
Oh, no, but boy, did it rain.
Holy wow, is that not the truth?
Never seen such rain.
Do you remember it being so, like the creeks being up that high? I just don't ever remember that.
No.
Okay. All right, well, that's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Miss Dola. Well, I got you down, and I hope you have a fabulous day.
Have a good day.
All right, honey. See you. Bye. Yeah, I am not going to complain. All right. Monteagle City meeting is tonight. I'll be there. It starts at 5 o'clock. So that'll be on our GCTV 6 Facebook page. And then this weekend it'll play on Ben Lomond. Let's see if we have a guest tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon or after the show is the boys. Don't forget that. So I'll have to have a hard stop on that. I don't have anyone tomorrow, so it'll just be us. I'll try to get through just a quick highlights, and then we'll take all the phone calls, make sure we get through everything. So thanks so much. Appreciate Amanda Wiseman coming in. Bless her heart, running for office. There's a lot of offices up next year. So their election is in August, but ours don't start until May. So you got to start thinking about what you want to do. We need good leadership. We have great leaders right now, I feel. Some may be retiring. We got a couple open seats in the courthouse retirement, and we've got to train our next generations on to take those leadership positions. So city councils are always a great place to start with. You get your chops down. You get to understand the mechanisms of government, because believe it or not, it's insane, and you got to know it in order to understand it and to do well at it. So it's a learning curve. Usually, like with mayors, we got all city elections next year in November. With mayors, you want someone who preferably has sat on the city council and has moved up. We've got school board races going on. We have got county commission. All of them are up next year. We got all of our courthouse seats up next year, except for Daniels. And we've got a governor's race. We've got a state rep race. We've got a U.S. Congress race. And we've got a Senate race. I think Bill Haggerty's up again. So lots going on. There's just so much going on. Just start thinking locally, because that's really where it matters, about what, where do you want to serve your community. And Amanda is just a beautiful human for stepping up and trying to make change and good things for the future. So that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to go out and spread joy and sunshine wherever we go. And other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain.